Today we have Gail Stanley.
Hi.
Hello, she's a realtor with Florida Realty Investments, and I am also a realtor there as well. We also have Jory Blackmer from Mid-Florida Professional Mortgage. Thanks for being on the call, Jory.
Hey, thank you for having me.
So as we're getting closer to the presidential election, do you think interest rates will be changing?
Yeah. So right now we're at a historic low for interest rates. I mean, the average individual is getting anywhere from the mid threes to high threes. Even though you see a lot of stuff like twos and low threes being advertised, there's always the various fine print that comes with it. So the average individual is getting the mid to high threes for their interest rates. It's historically low. They're extremely great. I mean, even my car rate, like I got a rate on my car, and it's like 5.99. Like it's crazy how low the mortgage rates are. But it's notorious that every election year, near election time, that the interest rates will go up. And it's because of the fact that there's just uncertainty. You know, who will be the next president? What will their policies be? How does this affect our economy? What will happen when what will happen between Senate and Congress, and who's going to own the majority and this and that? You'll see finances change with uncertainty. So therefore, just like 4 years ago when, President Trump came into office, you saw our interest rates bump up quite a bit. And then after a couple of months, when things settled down, they drop back down again. So it's normal, it's going to happen, but you will see a spike in interest rates around election time.
Wow.
Jory, the question that I always have for you may be of interest to some of the other folks watching, and that is, I have rental properties. So what's happening with the interest rates for rental properties?
Okay, yeah, that's a great one too. So most people, everyone wants the absolute lowest interest rate. That's just how it works, and I completely agree. I mean, we all want the lowest interest rate. The way Fannie Mae has this set up for interest rates is that primary properties will always get the lowest. Secondary properties will have a slight adjustment for their interest rate, and then investment homes will always have the largest adjustment for their interest rate. And what an adjustment is it's basically stating that whatever the base interest rate is, let's just say that it's 3.5%, Fannie Mae will build in additional cost for that rate to basically bring it up. So your average investment home right now for the interest rates is still in the fives. It's because we look at it from a risk to reward scenario. If global economic things start to change, and Gail, you in particular, right? If things really change for you and you had to give up properties, you're not going to give up your primary home first. Right. The first home you're going to give up is the investment properties. And that's why the interest rates are much higher for those homes, for investment homes, is because they are riskier for the investors and for Fannie Mae. And therefore you will have a higher cost for those interest rates. So I don't expect them to come down. I mean, they might come down a little bit, maybe to high fours, but they're always going to be higher than your primary interest rates.
All right. So I can quit asking that question every week.
I mean, I'm always on the lookout for them. So if they do drop down, you'll be the first one to know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jory, for telling us a little bit more about those interest rates. So I guess since the presidential elections will be coming up soon and the rates might be going up, does that mean, is it now a good time for buyers to purchase homes?
Yeah. Right now is the perfect time. So it's like a perfect storm. You have a lot of weird things going on in the market. So it's still, I mean, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I'm seeing, it's still a seller's market. There's not a lot of inventory. There's still a lot of buyers. So we have a seller's market still. The houses are still on high demand. The interest rates are extremely low. Yeah, it's a little bit, the qualifications like we talked about in another segment, there's things that are a little bit tougher, but that also makes it a little bit easier for you to get into a property. I mean, I just had a client that went to go pre-approval and put in a contract, and there were 7 offers on the property, and it was on there for 2 days. Like, it is on fire still.
hot.
but it's hot, 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 hot. So with that being said, though, it's a great time to buy because, and I would refer to you guys because we've all been in the business for a little while now. You only wait and you only reap negative things, right? The housing prices only go up. Interest rates typically go up. The same house next year will cost anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 more. You might not get a lower interest rate. You can't predict what the future would be. So it's right now is a perfect time to capitalize on a great opportunity to get a great rate, a great qualification, and a great price for a home.
Yeah,
There's no better time.
If anyone is thinking about selling, it's a great time to sell. I listed a house last week and we've had, so many showings. It's ridiculous, like every half hour during the day on the weekend, and already have offers coming in. So we need listings. So if you want a great real estate team, call us.
Yes, please. So thank you so much, Jory, for talking about interest rates and also letting people know that now is a great time for them to make purchases if they want to have low rates right now compared to in the next few months during the election. So thank you so much for being here today, and have a great day.
Thanks.
You as well. Thank you.